Like, comment, and subscribe.
The village was usually full of life in the early mornings, but now a shadow of hardship hung over it. Drought had struck, the fields were dry and cracked, wells had dried up, and the mud around the ponds was split with deep fissures. The villagers groaned from hunger and thirst. Children who once played happily now had pale, sunken faces and hollow eyes, and laughter had vanished from the lanes. During these difficult days, a wandering sage arrived in the village. People believed that a sage was a form of God. Whoever gave him food would gain blessings, and perhaps even ward off the crisis. But when your own stomach is empty, how could one give? This dilemma troubled every household. In the center of the village lived a humble farmer named Ramdan. He was hardworking and honest, but the famine had also brought his family to the brink. In their home, only a few handfuls of grain remained, hidden in an earthen pot by his wife. This little grain was the last hope for their children.
Son, I am hungry. Could you spare some grain for me?
Ramdan's heart quivered. How could he give anything when even the children were starving?
Sage Maharaj asks for food. Do we have anything to give?
Are you mad? The little grain we have is for our children. How will they eat tomorrow?
Ramdan stood silently for a while, then spoke firmly.
It is hard to see our children suffer with hunger, but it is a greater sin to turn away someone hungry. God will provide a way for us.
He picked up the earthen pot and poured the last handful of grain into the sage's bag. His wife's eyes filled with tears, but she said nothing.
Son, today you have practiced true Dharma. Remember, charity is never wasted. Prosperity will reside in your home.
With that, the sage departed. Ramdan felt a weight lift from his heart. Yet his wife and children still worried. Where would tonight's meal come from? That very night, something remarkable happened. The village landlord suddenly announced that he would distribute grain among the poor, enough to survive the famine. When Ramdan went to collect his share, he found extra grain in his pot. His wife was astonished. How could the pot have filled by itself?
This is the reward of God. The gift of grain is never in vain.
The whole village learned an important lesson that day. True devotion and charity are measured by what you give even in hardship. Feeding the hungry is the greatest act of Dharma. God blesses those who help others selflessly. Ramdan's name became revered in the village. People said, "He is a true man who gave even in hunger. His home will never be empty." Moral of the story. Munshi Premchand teaches that feeding the hungry is the highest virtue. Charity is most meaningful when it comes from sacrifice. Those who help others selflessly will always be rewarded.